It's 8 a.m. on April 6th. The first dream that I had, I ran into this guy that I met when I was in the hospital after attempting suicide. One of the times that I attempted suicide. His name was Chad, and I thought that he worked there at first because he was just like trying to be really helpful and like tell me how everything went. That was a whole crazy experience on its own, just like being in the hospital, because I was having like, they put me in one ward and then I was having dreams of people who are in the other ward before I ever got moved over there. Dream manipulation, obviously. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about all that because that's not the dreams that I had last night. So I ran into him, and I was like, "What's up, agency?" Because that's what I called him. And then he seemed like really out of it, and he was like, yeah, hold on. And then went over and like, I saw him like doing a drug deal with some homeless people. So I was like, oh, whatever, I'm leaving. And then he like caught up to me. And I was like, how you been? And he's like, oh, I'm not doing very well, and he like kind of followed me to the building that I lived in. And when I got there, I was like, all right, well, I gotta go. I'm home now. He was like, let me come in. And I was like, I'm never gonna get rid of this dude if I let him come in, because he's obviously like, he's gonna try to get money. He's gonna try to stay at my place. I was like, no. So I was like, no, that's not gonna be okay. And then all these homeless people like came, like started showing up, and they're like attacking me, trying to like force their way into the building. And finally I like escaped all of that, and I got in the building, and was going upstairs to where my place was. But when I got off on the floor that I lived on, it was like a parking garage for like a football stadium. So I was like, this is wrong. And I went back to the elevator. I was like, did I go to the wrong floor or something? Like, I didn't know I was in a dream at that point. So I went to like the next floor. I got out, I was still in a parking garage, and I was like, this is weird. And then I noticed there was like graffiti all over the place, and so I was like looking at the graffiti because some of it was kind of cool. And I realized that I could like read the graffiti, and it brought me back to this other dream that I had, or like the name of the guy who wrote Invictus was on the wall. I didn't know that that was who it was. I had like, when I woke up, I googled the name and found out that was who it was. Dream manipulation. So that was, I like realized that I was dreaming because like I could read, and I guess that's like one of the triggers that helps me to realize that I'm dreaming. So then I like found some people, and it was like some little kids, and then like there was this woman there who wasn't with the kids, and I was like, I'm like in a dream right now, you know, like when you lucid dream, when you wake up in a dream. And the woman like looked at me all serious, and she was like, patient, and said a bunch of numbers, patient, da 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 da, will wake up now. And I was like, no. I was like, I just realized that I'm dreaming. I'm gonna explore this. And then it was like I was like forced to wake up, like, even though I was like trying to stay in the dream. Let's see. And then the next dream that I had, I went to this like industrial concert with my younger brother, and I ran into Daniel Meyer from How Job, who like I like met when I was in Germany, and so we were hanging out with him, and like he introduced us to the band that had played and stuff, and so we were hanging out, and like my brother was being all weird, like he was like lying to them and saying that like he had listened to them for years and da da da, even though I was the one that introduced him to the band. And I was like, man, you need to quit lying. I'm like, I introduced you to this band. Like, you might listen to some other industrial music like on your own, but I definitely introduced you to this band. And he was just kind of like being a brat. Yeah, so whatever that was. When I woke up from that dream, and then and then the next dream that I had, I was in this mall in like a Arab country, and the women were all wearing like burkas, but like I guess like the trend at the time was to wear a hobble skirt burqa. So their skirts were like, the skirt was like really super tight all the way down to like below the knees, and then it kind of like flared out, so that they could like only like barely shuffle when they walked. Like, in addition to like already wearing a burqa, no, they can't walk. Oh god, I shouldn't even tell people that dream because it'll probably happen with how fucking crazy people are. But the funny part was like when they went to get on the escalator, they like had this hobble skirt on, so they're like trying to like the arm things moving, so they couldn't just like grab onto it to like ease their feet onto the escalator. And like every time they got onto it, they were like, like almost falling down. I was like, oh my god, this is like a massive accident waiting to happen. It was so bad. God, don't do that, people. I said then the next dream that I had was an army dream, and we were working in this swamp area, and I guess like in the dream I thought that I was awake. I didn't think that it was a dream, so I was like, I had to go bring something like across the swamp, and they were like, how are you gonna get over there? And I was like, oh, I'll just hover. Like, I was like, y'all can't do that. And I like started to like, you know, like fly a little bit off the ground like I do in my dreams. I need to figure out how to do that. It always seems like it's so easy in the dream. Like I just gotta like kind of flex my hip a little bit, and then I'm like, boop, like hover. like man, I better figure that out. So I was like hover flying all over the place around this swamp area, and that was fun. I had another dream before I woke up, but I can't remember. So those are the dreams that I had last night. Yeah.